Hey y'all, today I'm going to share with you what is in the scrapbook and cards today. Let's create together quarterly kit for September 2025. This is all I've seen, so we're going to look at it together. And then I'm going to do just a little chit chat at the end. So if you want to hear my thoughts that I've been thinking recently, stay tuned for that. I haven't been creating very much at all. As I said in a previous video, we are in the process of getting my parents moved out here on to our property in a manufactured home, and I've been helping a lot with that. This has been ongoing since March when they purchased a home, getting the permits, and they had to make another home because it got rained in and ruined the home, and it's just been a long process, frustrating, and we're finally getting close to the finish. So I just haven't been able to be up here in my room very much, and that has given me a lot of time to think about crafting and where I am at in my scrapbooking stage, and I'll talk about that at the end. So let's take a look at the kit. We always get this card with little sneak peeks, and then on the back is some information, a note from Megan. I'm going to cover this up because it gives a password. A little note from Megan because she's the one who does these classes, and she is one of my top favorite teachers. So I don't think, as long as she's doing this, I'm going to do it with her. And let's take a look at this. We got a little ink blending tool. And then we got, some Pink Fresh from Paige Evans Legendary enamel dots. Let's see, I can't read that. 96 pieces. So hearts and circles. We got Kelly Bangs for Spellbinders Autumn Archives die cuts, cardstock die cuts. And oh my gosh, these are absolutely adorable. I was excited to see what her collection is, so I'm hoping there's some of that in the paper. Isn't that cute? She is so creative. Okay, had a little interruption. We got some foam alpha dies from Simple Stories, the Vintage Cream, the Simple Vintage Essentials, and I do believe I have a few of these packs that I had purchased in previous expos because they were very inexpensive, but this is a good basic die, and it's got little grids and text in the background of it. Oh, Legendary by Paige Evans. So I guess we're getting some Legendary and Spellbinders. This is the chipboard phrase stickers. There are 34 pieces. And then we have them on the back side. Oh, and we got this cute little stencil with some leaves. I'll put it over a dark piece so you can see it. Leaves. There's an acorn, the top, and then there's little like hash marks to go on, probably to go on this part of the acorn. There's another leaf, and then some the interior of the leaves, I think. And now let's take a look at the paper. So this is Legendary by Paige Evans. This one is called Trending Now. That's a really pretty color right here. It's kind of maroon orange. It's like it's got a little tint of a red orange to it. Beautiful fall color. And then this one is also Paige Evans, Creative Energy. Love this big leaf print. And then we have a yellow circles, 2-size circles, which creates kind of a geometric design. Okay, this is the B side of a page, a yellow plaid. And this is called Next Level Content, which is another geometric page. Pink Fresh does a lot of kind of geometric designs in their collection. So I guess Paige has followed suit with some of that. And okay, I believe the rest of this is Kelly Bang's Spellbinders. What's the name of the collection again? Autumn Archives. Love this. I'm so glad we got this. Their papers are single-sided because I looked at it online, not too closely. Oh, maybe I need to flip all of this. This is adorable. We have typewriters, washi strips, candles, coffee, notebooks, a radio, buttons. Cute, cute, cute. And then here are some like I forget what you call it. I can't think here recently. You know, the little tape you put in the machine, and I have one. You push it and it punches the letters. So we have strips of words or phrases. Oh, this is turned. This is a cute grid in the background with some text and some florals. Kind of reminds me almost of a wallpaper design without the grid in the background, like an old-timey wallpaper. We have these squares with different colors. Here is another floral. Pretty colors. I'm excited to use this and see what we make with it. Wood grain, a plaid, this golden mustard color. Now this is, I believe, Kelly Bang's favorite color is this color right here. Here is another plaid. And a cut apart sheet. If you've ever thought about doing one of these, I sign up for the year, but you can buy them quarterly. If you ever, consider doing one of these classes, I would recommend it, especially if you like Megan's style. This is a cute 2x2 sheet with all kinds of things. You can fussy cut or not. You could use a strip either direction. You could cut this out and have like a partial page here on the bottom or the top. Or you could just do like half, cut it in half and use half as part of a layout. And then we got, let's see, 2 sheets of Scrapbook and Cards Today white cardstock. So that is what is in the kit for this month, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been thinking about scrapbooking wise. I think I'm going to challenge myself to use some product completely up, but not in a certain time frame. I had a job. I retired at the end of July. I had a job where I got very little sense of accomplishment just because of the nature of the job. Because when something got completed, there were more things coming up that were coming overdue or coming up for review. So it's like you got this part of these documents done, but then here's some other ones coming up. It just wasn't a fulfilling job. I enjoyed it, but in my scrapbooking life, you know, I have a bunch of older kits that I want to get used up, and I think that's what I'm going to do in the future. I don't know when, but I'm planning on doing that, pulling out like an old click kit or an old Cocoa Daisy, when Cocoa Daisy did scrapbooking kits, and I have hip kits. So I think that's something I want to challenge myself with, but you know, not like use a kit in a month, but just keep it out on my desk and make layouts with it periodically to use up. I did a big purchase in July, and I'm, you know, putting that stuff away, and I'm looking at what I have, and there's so many things that I have that I absolutely love that I haven't even touched yet. I have a lot of these Let's Create Together courses that I haven't done. I have some Vicki Boutin content that I hadn't done. And what's really bothering me is I loved when Simple Stories came out with the linen, I forget the name of the collection, the linen one. And they did a class with Jana Eubanks doing layouts in an album. I haven't even touched it. I did some of the fussy cutting, the pre-work. Haven't even touched it. I did buy Vicki Boutin's cut and paste. I haven't touched it because of all the stuff going on with getting my parents over here. So I think I'm going to do my best, and I'm telling y'all so I can help hold myself to it, is to not make any purchases at all. Until I get this stuff done that I've already bought and paid for and haven't touched. I can't figure out why. I know why, because I love it, and I love crafting, and I think it's all wonderful and cute and adorable, and I gotta have it, but I think I need to restrain myself from that until I get a lot of this stuff done. I did the Crop and Create Delivered. Haven't made all those layouts. Hadn't finished the Create and Inspire. I've got a Vicki Boutin print shop class when that came out that I haven't finished. I bought classes online that I haven't even looked at. And so all this has just been ruminating in my mind, and I need to put a halt to 99.9% of that. I'm going to give myself a 0.1% till I get some of this stuff done. And I haven't been able to craft as much. I thought I would be crafting a lot when I retired, but just till we get my parents settled, that's probably not going to happen as much as I would like it to. And then when we went in July, my 3 friends are big purgers. I am not a big purger. And they brought stuff that they purged or they had duplicates of. And everybody went through it, and whatever was left, I brought home with me. So I have boxes of beautiful paper that I'm excited about, that if I don't use it for, if it's not something I think I would use for scrapbook layout, I'm putting it in another pile to use for junk journals, because that's something I want to get into and make. I don't really use junk journals, but I love to make them. So I can either make some, give them away, or, you know, throw them out there online and see if anybody would be interested in buying one. So I have all these plans, but I just can't keep bringing all this product. Now, I will tell you, Crop and Create Delivered, I will always do. Let's Create Together, I will always do. That's just two things that I really, really love. If Simple Stories, Jana's on hiatus from doing the Simple Stories, depending on the collection, because they did like 4 of them. I bought one because that was the one that really appealed to me. And I already kind of have an idea of what kind of pictures I want to put on those layouts, because they're kind of summer themed. And I don't really have a ton of summer photos, but I probably have some from when I was young, and that kind of reminds me of that time frame, because it is so hot here in Georgia in the summertime, and it is so uncomfortable outside. There's just not a lot of summer activities going on. But getting back to the subject on hand, I think I'm going to put a halt on new purchasing. And I look at stuff, like I looked at this when it came out, and I thought, that's adorable, I would love to have it, but I don't need it right now. So that's why I'm glad I got it in this. And if you want to do some cutting back on your spending, another thing I would recommend is the scrap room, because you get a little bit of these new collections, and they call it flavors of the month. So you get a little sample of new products, and it does scratch that itch. But I have over a cube full of scrap room kits that I haven't used yet. I love it. I do miss it at times because it's great. But until I can get things back in control, where I'm not feeling so overwhelmed with the amount of projects I need to work on, I put a stop to it. And I have missed it at times. I did want to resubscribe to it once, but that feeling went away. So that's it. That's where I'm at, and I've got a couple of layouts that I have already made that I can post videos on, but that's why it's a little bit sparse for me right now. Happily retired, love it, recommend it. But just really, really busy right now. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.